Hey guys, welcome back to another Delta Force video. Today I want to talk about the good, the bad, and where Delta Force could possibly go in the next couple months here if things aren't changed, especially with Arc Raiders and Marathon coming out here shortly. Delta Force could run into some issues. What I want to talk about first is some of the good things that I like about Delta Force. I want to start with the good, and then we'll get into where I think some mistakes were made and things that could be changed to make Delta Force a better game overall. Coming into playing Delta Force, I really enjoyed the gameplay, the graphics. It almost made me feel like I was playing DMZ. I played DMZ since the beginning, and I was really hoping to find a game that was like DMZ, especially since they decided to stop supporting the game. So Delta Force came out and it was like, man, this could be it. And I was a little skeptical because of the lack of controller support and everything like that. But I said, you know what? It doesn't seem to be that bad. They're going to come out with it soon. It'll be fine. So I really got in, started enjoying it. I enjoyed doing just like I did in DMZ with the key cards, finding loot routes, you know, using the different guns, everything like that. So now we're here, we're 5 months in, and there hasn't been a lot of changes, and communication has been kind of lacking. So we covered some of the good things with it, you know, gameplay, the graphics, the operators I like. I do like that there are a lot of different missions that you can do. You can pretty much occupy your time trying to go through all of the various missions, and there is a ton of them. Also, they have different missions per season where you can get different items and safe boxes. The gunsmith to me is a little confusing, but you know, it gives you a lot of options to be able to upgrade your guns. I do like the auction house. Being able to look through there, sell your items. So there is quite a bit that I like about Delta Force, but now we need to talk about the things that are going wrong here. And there are a ton of them. I kind of want to start with, I think, one of the biggest ones with having this game lacking in players. And that is the lack of a console release. I feel like this game should have waited to come out and focused on getting the console support set up, getting the controller support set up, because I think that's the big issue. They haven't figured out how to use the controller on the extraction mode, which I understand. It's very confusing, you know, in the stash, being able to move items and transfer things. I think that Arc Raiders really does it very well, where you basically are just clicking a button to move items around. I really do think Arc Raiders is going to completely take Delta Force over unless Delta Force, you know, starts getting things situated like they need to come out on console. That is the big thing. There's a whole group of casual players that they just want to come home, sit down at a console, and hop into the game. And yeah, you have some, you know, casual people on PC, but I feel like PC gamers, they're more hardcore gamers. They're not, you know, they're not so much the type that's just going to come home, sit down, you know, after working a hard day. Like for me, I've got a PC and I've got a console. When I come home, I go right to the console because I don't want to go downstairs and, you know, I'm having to sit here out behind a mouse and keyboard and everything. I just want to pick up a controller, start up the game, and, you know, hop into some games with some friends. So I really think that they need to get the console out. They need to get the console version out. They need to do it before Arc Raiders. So they need to get this all set up. And the thing is, Arc Raiders is ready to come out. If this game is not situated before that, they're going to lose a lot of people to Arc Raiders. And actually, I just hopped into the game and I saw people talking about Arc Raiders and Delta Force. They're saying they're waiting for it to come out. Like, there's going to be... Delta Force is pretty much going to die if they don't get the console release out and get controller support situated. And you can see that with the long load queues, which is another issue that I have. There's times where I come in here and I'm sitting waiting to get into a game for 10 minutes. There is no reason why you should be waiting 10 minutes to get into a game. There should be enough people that, you know, I could see maybe 1 minute, 2 minute, but there's not enough people to load into these lobbies. And I think part of that is because it's just, there's not enough people. You need the console players. Aside from that, there's a lot of little things that I really think would help. Prox chat, like going in, there's no sense of cooperation. There's no sense of cooperation in the game because you load in, and if you're solo, you're by yourself. If you run into other players, there's no way for you to communicate with them. Be like, look, man, I'm just trying to do a mission or something. You want to help me out? You want to team up? You know, stuff like that, where you've got arc raiders, completely different thing. Same with DMZ. DMZ is more PvP now, but I had so many instances where in arc raiders I would say, hey, you know, you're solo too, let's team up. You know, it'll be better to solos teamed up if there's other solos around, and we can just loot, share loot, stuff like that. There is none of that in Delta Force, so it's just you're on your own with your team, and that's it. Everybody else has to die because you can't communicate with them. Going into the controller, I used it a little bit in the battlefield type mode. What is that, warfare or something like that? But I used the controller in there, and the controller feels all right. Aim assist is very, very lacking, and I don't think that the aim assist needs to be overpowered like it is in DMZ, but having at least a little bit of aim assist would be good, because controller, it is difficult to try and maneuver the sticks to be able to stay on a person. That's what aim assist is for. You know, it's much easier for a mouse and keyboard player to be able to stay on somebody. But with all that being said, if you agree with, you know, what I have to say about Delta Force, if you do enjoy Delta Force, let me know in the comments down below. Like, let's try and get these developers to start getting something done and communicating with us. Like, where is the console release? What day are we looking at for that release? Is it coming up soon? I mean, we have some sort of controller support, so it can't be that far off, but we are pretty much left in the dark. But I would say comment down below. Let's try and get this video out to the devs so that they can see, like, we want to play this game. We want to enjoy it. Please fix the issues with the game so that we can build a community that sticks around even through all the other games that are coming out. This game could have potentially been the game that completely replaced DMZ, and it's just kind of falling apart. Hopefully we get some news soon, but this has just been on my mind for a long time. I wanted to make this video just because it bothers me, and I really would like to see this game succeed, because like I said, I do enjoy playing it. But anyway, comment down below, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys on the live streams.